What is mass and why does it matter? Let's find out. So mass is something's inertia, or its resistance to force. Now in 1905 Einstein found out that the energy of an object equals that object's mass times the speed of light squared, or E equals mc squared. Why does this matter? Because it tells us that for a little bit of mass we get a huge amount of energy. In fact, per kilogram, or per 2.2 pounds, we get 89 quadrillion joules of energy, which is equivalent to 1,000 Hiroshima bombs. So how does mass store so much energy? For that we have two reasons, the strong force and Higgs fields. Now imagine we have two magnets. We know magnets, south and north poles, act like charges repelling and unlike charges attracting. So if we then place each magnet beside one another at their north end, they will repel. But if we taped them together, they would stay. This is because the tape is stronger than the repelling charges or poles, so the strong force acts like tape, holding particles together like protons in an atom. We know energy equals mass, so the energy holding them together makes up most of the mass of an atom. What then accounts for the rest of the mass? Now, this is Higgs fields. Depending on how much you interact with the Higgs field, determines the mass of a particle. The more you interact with it, the more mass you have. With that in mind, imagine we have a swimming contest. Competing, there's a fish, a bird, and an elephant. The bird comes first, flying completely over the water unaffected. The fish second, swimming quickly, relatively unimpeded. And the elephant last, trotting slowly through the water. The Higgs field is kind of like this water. The animals, the different particles in it. The elephant being a heavy particle, interacting very much with the field, slowing it down. The fish, a small particle, having some interaction, but not much. And the bird, like a photon of light, not interacting with the field at all. Now this field is everywhere in the universe, and without it would cease to exist. So here's some key points. Energy is equivalent to mass. A small amount of mass equals a large amount of energy. The strong force binds particles together very strongly and accounts for most of all mass. Higgs fields are everywhere and they interact with particles to give them mass.